why the microbiome is a keystone of health and how to optimize it. What is the microbiome? The microbiome is a community of bacteria live on us and in us. We also are made of viruses and fungus. Science shows that we are 4 to 10 times more bacteria cells than we are human cells. That bacteria or probiotics create something called postbiotics. Now, these are beneficial molecules that they make for us. For example, serotonin is a neurotransmitter that is responsible for good mood and happiness. Even though this is for the brain, 90% of it is actually created in the gut via our microbes. In order to do this, they need prebiotics. This is basically food for the bacteria, which is something that I'll cover later. Things that actually damage our microbiome. So what are these? Haphazard use of antibiotics. Antibiotics can be a great life-saving thing in the right circumstance, but they're often overprescribed and unnecessary. The CDC had actually published an article showing that at least 1/3 of all antibiotic prescriptions are unnecessary. This can lead to actually a host of problems. Antibiotics generally kill every single microbe in sight, both beneficial and pathogenic. This gets rid of a lot of beneficial bacteria, and they may be hard to recover, if at all. These are often prescribed for viruses like the common cold. That's an issue because antibiotics don't even kill viruses. They actually are designed to kill bacteria. The other issue is that it has created antibiotic-resistant forms of bacteria. This means that they won't kill these pathogenic organisms. This is a huge problem because we may not even have anything to get these infections under control. Another thing is that 80% of all antibiotics are actually used in livestock to fatten up animals, but that is a whole other story. Pesticides. So pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, rodenticides, these are all designed to be neurogenic or estrogenic. This means that they're disrupting the nervous system or the endocrine system. It messes with the pest's reproduction via hormones. Also, these are designed to kill very small things. This includes our microbiome. We are made up of these tiny organisms, and that pesticides have a profound impact on them. Sugar. Sugar also has a profound impact on the microbiome. For one, it feeds opportunist bacteria. Opportunist bacteria are organisms that can play a beneficial role, but could also cause a disease if they're not caught in check. Sugar has been shown to increase opportunists while decreasing beneficial microbes. So how do we actually enhance the microbiome? Fiber. Fiber is a form of carbohydrate. To keep it simple, there are two only types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber is helping the microbiome to create short-chain fatty acids. Insoluble fiber is resistant to being broken down and actually adds bulk to stool. It's worth mentioning resistant starch, which is a type of starch that is resistant to digestion and serves as food for microbes. Some great sources are tiger nuts, green bananas, and heated and cooled potatoes. Wide variety of plants. It's always a good idea to keep a variety of plants in rotation because they help feed different microbes. Consuming different types of grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, fruits, vegetables. Each food has its own unique microbiome, which is yours as well if you ingest it. To amp this up even more, consume fermented foods. Fermented foods. These are things that humans have been consuming for a very long time as a way of preserving food. The technique of fermenting actually cultivates many beneficial strains of bacteria. This will help expose your microbiome to a variety of strains to be more robust. Some of the fermented foods are sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, kombucha, and yogurt. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the show. For more, you can head over to anthonygastella.com for articles, coaching, and other free resources. Also, if you can, leave a review for the show, let people know what you think, and I would appreciate that so much. Support the mission of freedom. Thanks for being on this mission with me, and I promise to give you more powerful, empowering, great content to help transform your life. Thanks for tuning in.